Hey y'all, how's it going? So I just want to check in with everybody, and sorry if it's so loud. If you don't know Philly, it's mad loud on the regular, so sorry about that. But yeah, so I just wanted to review a couple basics about women because I find there are many misunderstandings that I run into in my everyday life as it pertains to dealing with men and as it pertains to being a woman in this society. So I'm going to try and break it down. I wrote a couple things down because there's no way that I would ever remember without my notes. Okay, so first off, women aren't bitter. They're not bitter. So get that out of your head. However, they are blessed. So remember, when you're dealing with women and you're talking about women or you're talking to a woman, you need to remember that she is blessed because she was dealt the responsibility of passing biology down through bloodlines. So she's responsible for literal life on Earth. So what did you think? That was going to be an easy thing to carry, or that was going to be an easy responsibility to deal with and focus on and balance? No, I don't think so. They are blessed though, which is why I talked about in my energy signature video that you can't just mess around with her, lie to her, use her, abuse her, etc., and expect that you're going to get away with it. You're actually spiritually fucked in that case that you are brutalizing, using, abusing, whatever you want to call it, of a woman, towards a woman, involving a woman, anything left unsaid, any unfinished business you need to take care of in this life. Get it together as soon as possible for your own best interest and for your own spiritual signature, for your soul. Okay? Women aren't depressed. They're not depressed. Most of them are not depressed. This is a lie. This is a first world classic fake surface level lie. They're just they're not depressed, they're just disappointed. Okay, so I already kind of said that I'm disappointed. I have so many offers and so many people who try me and stuff like this, and usually they have nothing to offer. So usually I just end up typically wasting my time. But I do know what it feels like to be properly treated, and so I hold it up to my other life experiences in which I was so protected with the person or the people that I was with that I know the feeling of what it's like to be treated correctly as a woman. So I'm not going to accept it any other way or on any lower level, perhaps, because I'm not going to lower myself and I'm not going to compromise the situation or make it seem like I'm not strong and make it seem like I couldn't just do it alone and be alone instead of dealing with your bullshit and your fake projections. So the next thing is women are not crazy. Women aren't crazy. They just care that much. If you're criticizing someone and saying that they're crazy, first of all, you're boring and you're basic. So you can't even really say these types of things because it's pointless things that you're saying and it's based off little to no information. So you have no foundation for your argument. So you have no ammo to back up your words. And so your assumptions and judgments are false, and you don't realize that those things, that is going against those things that you're putting against somebody and you're giving them a hard time, you don't realize that you're the one that's losing, and that you're the one that is spiritually messing yourself up, and that you're the one that's going to have to pay. Like, I have someone right now who is trying to come back into my life, and he's a decade older than me. So they circle back around even when they are professionals and even when they are adults. So you need to really be careful, and you need to really keep your guard up, I would say, until you feel that level of love and standard and appreciation, dedication, admiration, devotion that you know to be correct. Women just care a lot. They care a lot because they have a heavy burden and a heavy responsibility of furthering life on this planet. Literally, physically, emotionally, they're responsible for a lot. So you have to give them the respect that they deserve for carrying your children. And you need to give them the foundation for them to be able to do so properly. Like, if I were to when I do start my family, I'm going to be definitely having those 2 years. It needs to be the first 2 years at least of the child's life. The mother and father, the kid has to be able to physically touch the mother and the father a lot when it's first born. In those first stages of development, this goes along for their psychological and emotional well-being later in life. It's highly impactful, and it's very delicate. So I'm not into the fact that some males think that it's okay or acceptable to mistreat a woman or cut her off or pull away and take your support away, or whatever the case may be, like play around with her and pull her around and like pick her up and then drop her. I don't like when dudes pick people up and then drop them, or anybody. So it doesn't really matter which women or man that we're talking about. It's just that I'm finding that, when you see women start to crack and stuff like this within the family structure, it's usually because someone's not pulling their weight, and usually because she wasn't given the proper foundation to do her job properly. So that's why I would never trust somebody who is coming in and out of my life and acting like it's a fucking game, and acting like my time is a joke, or like I don't know what I'm talking about, or like I'm quote unquote crazy. Like, get your surface level remarks and false assumptions out of my life. I'm not into the drama, and I'm not into the fake categories that you guys put on. And I'm so proud of myself because my hair is growing mad long now. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It goes like halfway down my back by now. Okay, so the next thing is, women aren't mad. They just don't want to listen to your bullshit. So I pretty much just explained that. Like, women aren't bitches and mad and this and that. No, we're not really upset or bothered. We're actually pretty chill. It's just that we don't want to listen to your bullshit. We don't want to deal with your bullshit anymore. There's no more room for any more games. So get it together. And then I think this is the last one, and I think I'll end on this one because I have a lot more information, of course. I'm working on a couple books. I already wrote 3 books, but it's locked in my dead MacBook. So I still need to get that fixed, but it's like so old that I don't know. and I spray painted it in the rainforest a while ago, and it was fine after that. And it has all of my music, all of my documents, all of my stuff from college, artwork, and then the 3 books as well, which I finished writing while I was in Nepal. And so I just wrote another book, so now I have 4 that need to be published. But I'll probably hold on to them until I meet the right person to help me edit and publish. Okay, so the last point that I have is women don't need to be, they don't need constant attention. Like, I actually need my space. I have a lot to do and a lot going on and a lot of people trying to contact me or whatever, like in my day-to-day actual life and in my, in my physical life and then in my technological life as well. So it's just like there's multiple levels going on, right? And everyone has to deal with that. But the point is that women don't need constant attention. No, it's not this petty bullshit anymore. Get it together 2018. It's not bullshit petty, okay? They need love and security. The basics, the foundation, people. Get it together, let's go. It's fine. It's okay to have a traditional situation and a traditional family structure where you have the man providing the foundation and the woman is literally and physically and everything emotionally raising the kids up to a certain standard. We need resources and tools to be able to do that. So you can't really bitch and moan and complain about the turnout of your kid's development and such, or the circumstances thereof, if you're not putting in your work ahead of time. I'm mostly upset and disappointed with men who talk the talk and don't walk, or they're like doing a mixture or something of the sort, like they definitely a mixture, or like, not equal give and take, like no reciprocity. Like, I already know how it feels to have that bond, so you can't really undercut me or undersell me at all in this regard and in this department, because I've already learned, what's up, and I already know how it feels to be protected, watched over, cared for, paid for, all of it, because I'm already doing my part and pulling my weight. So it's just like you have that agreement, and it's kind of like a soul contract that you guys have. So once it's signed, I mean, there's really no turning back, which is why it's such a big decision, which is why everyone needs to make sure that they are watching out for themselves to make sure that they're getting what they deserve. I know that I'm going to get what I deserve. I know that I'm going to get what I want. It's called destiny, and you have to have faith, but you also have to level up, which is pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult in many ways, because it's like you have to literally cut the cord of anyone that you previously knew in order to jump the cliff and jump into your next territory, which is going to be 300% what was meant for you and what the heavens have for you, because it will be your heaven on earth. Okay? So I love you guys so much. I hope that this helps. And yeah, I haven't had internet for 5 days straight. So I am just getting back into the swing of things and getting reconnected to everybody. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Ciao.